Have you ever checked your bank account after a completely normal month and wondered, where did all my money go? You didn't buy anything crazy, no big splurges, just groceries, a few meals out, maybe a small upgrade here and there. And still, your balance looks disappointing. Here's the truth most people miss. A lot of things we spend money on today are simply not worth it anymore. Prices have quietly exploded, but our habits haven't changed. So if you want to stop feeling broke and actually build wealth, you need to rethink where your money is going. Let's break it down. 1. Fast food isn't cheap anymore. Fast food used to be about convenience and affordability. Now, it's just convenience. You're paying $12, $15, sometimes even $20 for a meal. And the quality hasn't improved. The price has. That's the problem. You're paying premium prices for average value. 2. Eating out is a silent wealth killer. This is where most people bleed money. One dinner doesn't feel like much, but stack a few per week, and suddenly you're spending hundreds, sometimes thousands every month on food. Food that disappears in 20 minutes. Look, there's nothing wrong with eating out, but doing it regularly, that's not a lifestyle. That's a financial leak. 3. New cars equals guaranteed loss. This one is simple math. The moment you buy a new car, it loses value. Instantly. And then it keeps dropping every year while you're still making monthly payments with interest. You're literally paying for something that's losing value every single day. A 3 to 4-year-old used car? Half the price. Same function, way smarter move. 4. Branded clothes equals paying for a logo. Let's be honest, most expensive clothes aren't about quality, they're about branding. A $10 t-shirt versus a $200 t-shirt. What's the difference? The logo. And here's the reality. Nobody cares what brand you're wearing as much as you think they do. You're not buying clothes, you're buying validation. And that's expensive. 5. Vacations you can't afford. Travel is amazing, no doubt. But going into debt for vacations? That's a mistake. A lot of people are putting trips on credit cards just to keep up with social media, and then spending months paying for 1 week away. Here's a better approach. Travel within your means. Explore locally. Upgrade later when you can actually afford it. 6. Subscription overload. This is the most ignored expense. Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Prime, Spotify, gym memberships, apps. Individually, cheap. Together, you're easily spending $60, $80, even $100 a month. That's close to $1,000 a year for things you barely use. Cut it down to what you actually use. 7. Upgrading tech too often. New phone every year. New laptop every 2 to 3 years. Why? Because it's new, not because you need it. Your current phone already does almost everything you need. The rest? Marketing. If you just delay upgrades by even a couple of years, you save thousands of dollars over time. 8. Expensive household items. This one is sneaky. People overspend on kitchen gadgets, cleaning products, furniture, home decor. Why? Because expensive means better. But most of the time, it doesn't. You don't need a $400 blender. You don't need a perfectly curated home. You need functionality, not perfection. 9. Financing lifestyle purchases. This is where things get dangerous. People are now financing furniture, buying gadgets on payment plans, paying interest on non-essential items. You're going into debt for things that lose value. That's backwards. That should build assets, not fund lifestyle. 10. Status spending. This is the biggest trap of all. Buying things just to look successful. Expensive watches, luxury bags, high-end cars, all to impress people who don't care. Real wealth is quiet. Fake wealth is loud. And most people are choosing to look rich instead of actually becoming rich. The real solution. It's not complicated. You don't need extreme budgeting. You don't need to cut all joy from your life. You just need awareness. Start doing this. Cook more at home. Buy used when possible. Keep your devices longer. Cancel unused subscriptions. Stop chasing status. And most importantly, spend on what actually matters to you. Cut everything that doesn't. Final thought. You have two choices. Look wealthy or be wealthy. You usually can't do both at the same time. Every dollar you spend trying to impress others is a dollar not working for your future. And the people who understand this early, they win. The ones who don't, they keep wondering why they can't get ahead even with a decent income.